Today's project is this lovely little 110 four-wheeler. China, I don't know, Teo motor. They're all the same. Little China 110. Way too sketchy, they're skinny. Really easy to roll, but it was free, so we're gonna see if we can get it running. I know it's gonna need the carb clean, it's sat. I got a battery for it and an ignition switch because it had no keys. So rather than try to jimmy the wiring together, we'll just throw an ignition switch in it with new keys. So should be able to get it going pretty easy. We gotta talk about why on these Chinese bikes they put these screws in that have no head. You have to drill them out. It's ridiculous. The body of the carb is tapped for a regular screw. I think they put them in there, they don't want you messing with them. I don't know if the idea is to make you just buy another carb, because they are like 10 bucks on Amazon, but I'm gonna go through this one first, see what we can do. This is a 2019 machine. It sat in a barn. Came from some Amish guy. I don't know the whole story, but it smells like varnish. It needs cleaned, so let's see if we can get anywhere. There's something coming out of it. That's water. That's not ideal. That's water coming out of the carb, so we'll see what we find. Well, there's what's in the carb. Pretty disgusting. If I didn't drill out those screws, you'd never be able to get in there and see, just be buying a new carb. I may end up still having to buy a new carb, but for now, we're gonna try to clean this and get it running. All right, so it does run and ride. I put a new battery in it and a ignition switch because I didn't have the key. So rather than trying to cut wires and figure out how to, wire around the ignition, that ignition switch was like $8, the battery was 20. It does need a starter solenoid. Everything else works. Both kill switches work. The key works. It runs and rides, brakes all work. When you hit the starter button, nothing happens. I do have power to the solenoid, so I have to jump solenoid to start it, but $8 for a solenoid, I got it coming. But yeah, put the bolts back in the body and wash this thing, it's done. It's my bike test here. You gotta go.